Welcome, one and all, to the Have You Seen It podcast. I'm Mason Knight, joined here with Michael Falk and Cash Kraus.
What up?
We should talk about something that we don't get to talk about a lot on this podcast.
What is that?
Star Wars.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, yeah, because we haven't brought
There's
it up
a lot
yet.
of drama.
Yeah,
we have never brought it up. I think we should talk about it. Let's get it out there.
The $200 million that fans are going to come up with, make their own, to remake The Last Jedi. Okay, dude.
Oh, or how they said they were going to cancel, or they were saying they were going to cancel every spinoff after Solo bombed.
Yeah.
Which was...
Are they still doing that?
Apparently they said that they're still on board with making... That was a vision, but then a week later they said that the Boba Fett movie is still going, and the... Obi-Wan movie is supposed to be still going, and I think one other one.
I saw a rumor that if the Obi-Wan movie happens, it'll be on Disney's streaming service.
Oh, okay.
I doubt that, but
yeah, because they put a lot of money into that one.
But they would...
A lot of money.
It'd be the worst deal for them. Think about how much money they make putting Star Wars into a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but it was from Screen Rant, so...
They're so dumb. They're like...
Oh, man, what a way to start your streaming service, though. Think about how many people would subscribe to Disney to go see the new Star Wars film.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I'd just come over here and watch yours and then never watch it again.
That's very true, because you know my ass would subscribe to it, yeah.
I just rip it off. I just download it, and... I'm not paying for it. Fucking Disney channels.
Don't need any more fucking streaming services.
Disney. Unless they had No.
Just cut a deal with Netflix.
Exactly.
Get paid.
Yeah.
Put your shit on there.
Disney would be awesome to go back
it.
and watch Even Stevens if they had all those and all the Disney Channel original movies and stuff.
Or the original movies, like Lion King, Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, all that would be cool. But I don't want to spend any more money on it. I mean,
no, neither do I.
I'm paying three.
So I'm paying like 5 or 6, dude, with the UFC and whatnot.
Yeah, so
Fight Pass.
Well, pretty soon that's probably going to be worthless.
Yeah.
When they do that ESPN buyout.
But there's been a ton of drama around Star Wars they're scrambling around saying they don't know what went wrong with Solo and that. And because the big thing where they're saying they don't know how well a Boba Fett movie would do when they came out with a Solo movie and no one went to saw it.
Right.
But that wasn't the problem. The problem was the story sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't a story that anyone wanted to see.
Yeah.
People want to see.
And all the mystery about Han Solo was completely diminished because they answered every single fucking question.
Yeah.
We've been over this before.
No one was begging to see a Han Solo origin story.
No,
neither
one was I. No.
Yeah.
But Boba Fett, you betcha.
Yeah.
I'm all in for that. I mean, I got Boba Fett tattooed on my chest, for goodness gracious.
I saw a meme. Have you guys seen the meme where it's... Thanos from Avengers or whatever, and they always do it was like a meme was like, did you boycott Solo? And then there's Thanos yes, and it's like, what did it cost you? And it was like everything, because everyone that boycotted it, now we're not getting any more Star Wars movies because
everyone boycotted it.
It backfired in everyone's face.
Well, I've come to realize Star Wars fans are some of the worst fucking people on the planet.
They made that chick delete her social media accounts.
Yeah. That fired me up, man. That pisses me off. Come on. To attack someone like that. I did. I deleted it.
That's why I stand by your guns.
No. That's why I stay off Twitter and that's why I deleted all my social medias, man. I don't know. It's not worth it. It's not worth posting your opinion. Who fucking cares? No one gives a shit.
Whatever. I liked The Last Jedi way more than I liked Solo.
Oh, yeah.
So,
if
they should be mad at anything, be mad at Solo. Be mad at the people that made Solo. Be mad at Disney. Don't be mad at the characters or anything, because they all did great.
Yeah. And it's like you get an opportunity of a lifetime as an actor or actress to be in a huge franchise like Star Wars. Don't shit on them. I thought her acting was fantastic in that movie. Whether or not you like the character is not her prerogative.
I didn't like the character,
issue.
But I'm not going to go send her death threats and shit.
Yeah, it's just fucked up.
No, yeah. It's dumb. Disney is, I don't know. They're all scratching their heads thinking, what went wrong with Solo and whatnot. But you fire your original directors, you get in someone that reshoots everything, he completely changes the story. What was probably
after 80 or 90% of it was already shot to begin with,
and they had the Miller brothers with people from fucking the Lego Movie and The great directors,
Yeah.
they're amazing. They're hilarious. You have great directors, and you get rid of them because you can't
'Cause they
force
wanna-
their vision
yeah.
on them, and then they wonder why their movie sucks.
Right.
Stupid fucking Disney, you piece of yeah.
They just bought Fox for like Fox 20 or 21st Century.
They offered. They haven't done the deal because
Yeah.
Comcast can still
Comcast keeps
counter offer.
Countering, yeah.
It's the crazy.
I could have swore someone sent me it was official.
No,
haven't seen anything
no. I think everyone would know if it was official because it's one of the biggest deals. It's how much money was it? Like 60 billion or something.
It is a lot.
70.
Yeah. They bought it for 71.3 billion 5 days ago.
I don't think that's dotted line signed yet, though.
Yeah, because
That's just a
they
headline to
accepted.
get you
I
to
think
click
Century
on
Fox
it.
accepted the offer, but Comcast can still come
They can
in.
still come in and
And have a counter offer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which no one knows what's Comcast good because like Disney came out of like
Disney
'cause
will own everything.
Comcast. Yeah, and I do not want that.
No, because then we'll never get a rated R film again. They own everything.
You won't
We'll
get
never
any
get-
kind of variety at all. You
No.
you want as many people as possible making films. You don't want
Right.
one company because one company has one vision. and
Exactly.
Yep.
They control the market.
So it's
a monopoly.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, just
Becomes
this
that.
will come from a bunch of like small studios popping up or whatever. Like A24 has done. A24 does
right.
smaller movies and they are doing amazing. They're not making obviously as much money as Disney, but
No, not even close.
but I'm sure Disney will buy them out 5 years down the road.
Don't say that. Because we're not going to get like The Witch or anything anymore. We're not going to get those great horror films or Hereditary.
No, you're not going to get anything. It's Disney. God, they're becoming the fucking mega corporation
Yeah,
that
they
everyone.
I
fears.
thought there
Yeah,
was
everyone
laws
fears.
against monopolizing.
There is. There's a ton of laws, but big companies don't need to follow the laws.
And
everyone
there's
else
so many
follows.
loopholes
Yeah.
for every little fucking thing, dude. Goodness.
You can't really stop
They
someone
just
from
need to
making a
cool it,
71
man.
billion.
How much more money do they want? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. They just want to own every. They
want
want to
everything.
shape. They
Own
want to
everything.
shape their vision of.
They're trying to take over the world or something. They're
Yeah.
gonna get everything you watch to be by them, and it's gonna slowly, like, oh shit,
Oh, you're good. It does that.
slowly mind wipe you.
I know they're becoming like Big Brother.
Yeah.
We say that, but we go and watch every Disney
we go
movie.
and yeah, we really do.
And they do make good stuff.
They make amazing stuff.
They're a shitty corporation. I mean, they do good stuff, but they're pretty. I mean, every corporation sucks, but they do great stuff.
They do.
And they don't come out with a lot of. They still aren't like over flooding the market with movies or anything. I mean, most of the movies that come out they're good too. Mm-hmm. So they're
Well, they
not-
have one in theaters right now.
You would think a corporation this big could come out with a movie once a week or whatever, but I guess they don't yet.
They really could. I mean, they have so much money that they really could do like
I
a
mean-
Netflix thing where it's like, I mean, obviously that's where they're going towards, but
I'm sure once their streaming thing gets going, they'll only release it on that.
right. Yeah.
Probably.
But that's years. That's when the fucking apocalypse happens.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no movie theaters. We're all Mad Max in it.
I hope, I don't think theaters will ever die. I don't think. Because
Yeah,
I really
I don't-
enjoy going and watching a movie on GXL, the big screen at Cinetopia.
Yeah,
I
it's-
fucking love
it's
doing
fun.
that. And I love the Adobe sound, surround sound. I love the experience of going to a movie theater. And you just cannot get that at home. Yeah, sure.
Unless you're rich as fuck.
Exactly. Sure, you can soup up your shit, but still, it's not the same as looking at a fucking 100-foot screen or however big it is.
It's the big thing of comfort is it's just the randomness of going to a theater and not knowing what kind of audience you're going to get.
Yeah.
Whereas you're home, you can just sit around fucking naked. You can do whatever you want, be
That's
as loud as
true.
you want. It's almost becoming and especially because movie prices. We have Movie Pass now.
We do.
But movies are expensive, way
They
more
are.
expensive than
I just had to deal with it.
it's.
And I was fucking pissed.
So I
Still
mean,
not bad if you go during the day though. Like you could see a movie on opening weekend at like noon for $11.
For $11.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad
That's
at
not
all.
bad.
But-
Especially in 2018.
well, compared to the inflation and everything, it doesn't. It's like 110% of what it used to be, and it's
Yeah.
still very expensive.
Right.
And popcorn by ounce is more expensive than
Yeah,
Flame
that's-
Mignon. I mean,
It's more expensive. Yeah.
so if theaters do go under, it's not anyone else. It's not like a Netflix fault. It's their fault.
Yeah,
You could
it's
make
their
it more convenient. You could make it. I mean,
you could not make popcorn $9.
I mean, there's
when
some
it costs you
shit,
50
right?
cents.
there's
to
some
pop.
theaters like the Alamo Draft House in Texas. I don't know if but they do. They're super serious. Where like if you open your phone or anything, you're out of there. Like they come in. Yeah,
That'd be
that's.
nice.
I would have it like that. Although it makes them look like dicks, but people go to. I would. It totally ruins a movie
That's
for
cool
me.
because when I was at Jurassic World, me and Griffey, there were 4 guys,
Yeah.
teenagers, and the whole time they were just dicking around on their phones. I mean, the movie wasn't,
That's the thing. There's too
I get
many
it, but-
outside variables
Yeah.
when you're going to a
Yeah,
movie.
that is
theater
very
these
true.
days. But and you can get shot.
yeah, these days.
Michael
yeah.
is very scared
Michael's
about it.
very,
Yeah, it's his
Hey,
number
man,
one.
I'm on
fear.
high alert. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if they do go under,
It's their own fault.
we just have to pull money together and buy a GXL screen.
We should.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. They only cost like what, $150,000?
Way,
you know?
way more. I think the projectors themselves
Yeah,
cost
right.
$450,000. But yeah.
What a projector to have, though.
Yeah, those directors, I've seen the Santobi one up close. They're fucking huge.
Yeah, they are.
They don't look like regular projectors anymore. They look like giant boxes.
They got so much shit in there.
Yeah, they're all in like 4K now too.
I know. It's impressive.
And the GXL screen at Santobia, for people that don't know, it's a 90. It's a big screen.
Yeah, it's a huge screen, yeah. It's beautiful, though, man. It's so crystal clear. It's,
Oh, yeah.
For how big it is, it's really astonishing.
And especially when you get the Adobe one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's the best theater.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a movie in there, I'm like, yes.
And they only just think how expensive that is. They only have that in one screen.
Yeah,
So they can't even afford it
No.
for it.
No.
But it does make the difference.
It does. It makes all the difference in the world.
Again, that's why if you don't like go at noon when no one's there, when there's just old people there, and they usually fall asleep halfway through. So you don't need to worry about that.
You might get an occasional old person fart, but it's more like a at this point, you know.
It's just dust coming
It
out.
is, yeah. Doesn't even stink up the place these days.
Are we here to talk about a movie?
We are. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. We're here to talk about The Big Sick. Michael's pick this week.
Yeah.
And you know, Mike,
Amazon Prime.
A rom-com.
yeah, rom-com. So I was a little shocked, but then I did my research and saw Judd Apatow, and then I got it.
Bam.
You guys
But,
have never seen The Big Sick before?
No, I was sent it, but I did not watch it.
It's fucking fantastic. I love
It's
it.
fucking great.
I love
Good.
it.
Movie.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times, but watching it again, and I do not like rom-coms.
Me neither.
But
I
this
like
one,
'em.
yeah, you do?
If they're good.
Oh, man.
If they're good, I like
I
them.
don't think there's a genre of movie I dislike more than the rom-com.
Really?
They're always so cheesy and so dumb.
Well, yeah, if you're
and
talking
never
about
funny.
Hallmark,
They're
oh my
never
God.
not. Well,
No, not even that. Like The Proposal, we always talk about that
Yeah.
one. That's cheesy as fuck.
Yeah, but
or
like
any
Just
movie
Friends
that
is a
Katherine
rom-com. Just
Heigl's
Friends
in,
was hilarious.
like not
Yeah.
knocked up, but like
27 Dresses.
yeah, or anything like that.
Well, yeah.
What's the one with her and Gerard Butler? That one was shit.
Yeah, there's so many.
No, there's a lot of shitty rom-coms. How about, you know.
But yeah, but this one is just blows almost any rom-com out of the
for-
water.
yeah.
This movie's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Okay, I just gotta throw it out there. This chick who plays Emily, Zoe Kazan. Okay,
She's very likable.
she's very likable, but I thought she was like 25 maybe, and I looked up her age and I was like, what?
How old is she?
She's 35.
Holy Jesus.
Wow, I didn't know
I'm
that
like,
either.
Keep her in
Yeah,
a
check this
time
out.
machine?
1983.
Well, she looks older there than she did in the movie.
She doesn't look very old there though.
She doesn't look old
No,
there,
but
man.
she looks older
I mean,
than in the
maybe in
movie.
this picture she looks maybe 27.
I'm 23 and I look like I'm 38.
You're right.
I know.
I know, because I was like, wow, she's very likable in this movie. She's very cute, and
She's very funny.
I was like,
too.
man, how old is she? And I was like, what, 35?
She must be doing the Tom Cruise method.
Yeah, she is.
She Scientologist?
I want to
She
know.
salutes
I
down
would-
Ron Hubbard.
I would bet. Well, what do you guys think? Your first time watching it? Did you laugh? Did you cry? Did you
I laughed
weep?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laughed a lot, and I love the fact that they actually used a stand-up comedian to play a working comedian in this movie.
Well,
Bo
it's-
Burnham.
Well, it's his story.
It's a true story. It's his life.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Which-
Well, that makes sense.
Dramatized a little bit, but for the most part, it's true.
Oh, this is Bo Burnham's story? No, that's who I'm talking about. Bo Burnham.
Well, Kumail
Oh,
is
yeah.
Well, yeah,
a stand-up
no, I
comic
know that.
too.
Yeah, Kumail Nanjiani's the one. It's about his girlfriend doesn't play. I mean, that's not his,
Right, of
his
course.
wife in real life, but that's who she's playing Emily. But yeah, it's all a true story about her getting sick and everything. Yeah, they used all real stand-ups, I think, for this, which is nice. Ray Romano kills it in this
Yeah,
too.
he
does.
And
So cool to see him
Yeah.
back on big screen. I haven't seen him on something in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and he's hilarious, but the drama in this movie is very, very good. It's not like regular rom-com drama where it's usually very cheesy and hokey. This one, you really care
He's
about
gonna
the
be
people.
in that?
He's going to be in The Irishman.
Oh shit!
Everyone's
Bill
in the Irish.
Buffalino.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Wow. That guy.
Wow.
Damn it. I did it again.
Holly Hunter's great in this too.
Yeah.
Her parents
Very
really
good.
killing this. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
the
what-
relationship between them two, you got a real good understanding throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Where she was coming from, why she was so defensive in the beginning.
And this movie does a great job of kind of flipping like the racism. On the other hand, I mean,
Right.
99% of the time it's
Black and
white
white.
people, but and now it shows you that how there's racism everywhere, especially in Pakistan where they still have fucking forced
Arranged
arranged
marriages,
marriage,
yeah.
yeah. Which is great, and
I think
it's a true story, and that's a real problem that he had. He couldn't bring his. It's crazy, yeah,
It is sad. That sucks.
yeah, and it's crazy, yeah. That we
But
still
you know
have
what was
that.
so funny about the whole, or not funny, but what was, you know what it was funny, is even though at the, the mom disowned him, whatever, she still loved him because
yeah.
the father comes at the end. She made him his favorite food. She's just playing the role that she's got to play. But
That part
know.
was dramatized. His mom never once it got anywhere close to disowning him like that. He said, but she was very upset that he chose a white girl instead of a Pakistani.
Right.
But never once did she say that he was not her son.
I wonder if that's custom though.
Oh,
if that's
yeah,
actual-
yeah.
Clone him?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 100%.
Well, that's what he said. The whole thing was like based on where, like, and the whole thing with him like battling like 1,400 years of whatever it is. He said
Right.
that's why he wrote it and everything. That does really happen. It's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Disown your. I love the whole her trying to set him up. Like every time, who drops
yeah.
by?
Just drops
it's the most
by, yeah.
mom thing. Like every time, who dropped by? They just happen
They
to
were
be in
just
the
in the
neighborhood in a
neighborhood.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Just happy, always in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's got a box full of women too. That was
That
crazy.
was funny.
Yeah. I know. Why would he not just get rid of
I don't
them?
know.
Why is he
I know.
I
Why
don't
was
know why
he
he
keeping? I
kept
never
him.
knew that either.
Just in case, I guess. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Pull,
you hit that.
Pull one of those out of the
Yeah.
box. You're lonely one night.
Check out the resume in the back.
Yeah, they all come with like what TV shows they like.
yeah.
I don't want to say it's a good system, but
But it's
pretty much Tinder with
That's
your
what I
mom.
was gonna say.
right?
It's literally the actual physical copy of Tinder.
But I love the first girl that they bring in. And she's like quoting X-Files.
Yeah.
The truth is out there, and like she scares everyone. Like what the fuck?
The truth is out there.
But yeah, I love this movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Bo Burnham is hilarious in it.
I love that scene where they're like, "This guy's been doing the same act for 15 years. We gotta tell him."
He's like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna
gonna
tell
do
him.
it, yeah.
We're gonna tell him. He's like, we have to. And then he gets up.
Hey,
Loved
great
his stuff,
set.
man. New stuff killed it.
He's like, "God, I hate myself."
It just really, and I love because it really just shows you what kind of people comedians are.
Yeah.
They're vain and they're pussies. You know,
Right, right, yeah.
I mean, that's what they do for a living. They go up and they talk crap about people on stage or whatever. But then, when they get into it, and I love how they treated his roommate or whatever, the guy who sucked at stand-up or whatever. When they're like giving him notes, he's like, "You should do that, but then quit comedy forever."
Yeah. Never do it again.
He's like Daniel Day-Lewis, but he sucks. Yeah, but there was a lot of. This movie's really funny, but it is super dramatic too. It really
is.
And I like how in a lot of rom-coms, it's like the first half is always like them falling in love or
It's
whatever.
a formula.
This one just kind of gets right into it, you know? By like the first 30 minutes, they're in a relationship already. And then it starts getting to like the drama of him
the first
never
30
taking
minutes,
it.
I think they broke up already too, or, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Got in the family fight
Yeah.
about why he can't meet his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was brutal.
it was.
The whole coma thing and everything it's crazy. I mean,
It is.
about them not knowing like what was going on with her, and they were like, man, he likes his family way too much
Yeah, he does.
for him to like it. I mean, I would have.
But God, how funny was that when he walks into the house with the flashcards?
That
He's
was
like, "You guys
funny.
can disown me all you want, but here's one for you. Here's
Yeah.
one for you." That's so good.
His dad is awesome too. In this.
Yeah, he is.
A big part of it, like I was reading about him saying, was like whenever it shows Middle Eastern people in movies and whatever, it really shows them like stuffed shirts and then like super serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how this one they showed how they were, you know, like
Just a
everyone
normal
else,
family,
normal
yeah.
family.
Yeah, like when he and his brother were at the restaurant.
Yeah. Or when
We're
they're-
not terrorists.
I'm not terrorist. Yeah.
And yeah, then that's the part where they go and play baseball too, or
Right.
whatever. It's hilarious. And his brother's like the worst.
Terrible.
He's horrible.
It's terrible. And then he sees a kid across and he's just
and he just
hitting
quits and he
dingers.
quits, yeah.
Maybe you should do what he's doing. It seems to work pretty good.
I love the part where they first meet, or they're having lunch with Ray Romano and Holly Hunter, and Ray's like super awkward, and he's like, "So 9/11," and he's like, "Well, I just wanted to talk to a person." He's like, "You never talked to a person about 9/11?" And he's like, "Well, I just want to know your stance." He's like, "Oh, anti,
Yeah,
very
yeah, like very,
I'm
yeah.
against it." Yeah, I love the joke. He's like,
Oh, yeah. We lost so many people that day.
he's like, "Well, we lost 19 of our best people."
Yeah, yeah.
And then they were
Like, that was a joke.
it was tragic. We lost.
Romano's so good at that awkward comedy style.
I know.
want to see him in a lot more like that.
It really just feels like to me like he's just playing himself. Like that's the kind
Yeah,
of person.
100%.
He's actually just that awkward.
But he's really good at drama too. That part where they're in the club or whatever, and that guy yells out or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "This is an elevator. It goes all the way fucking
yeah.
down." And he goes 0 to 100. But he's good. I don't know why he's not in more stuff.
I know,
know
it's
either.
surprising to me as
It's
well.
got to be his choice because I don't see anybody not wanting him, you know?
Yeah.
It has to
yeah.
be something about like his.
Well, Apatow said he liked him so much from that small part that he played in Funny People, where he's just playing himself like in the background or whatever, that he wanted him in it. Yeah, he seems like he could play dad in any movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
He's a very funny dad.
Yeah, he's
too,
very funny,
yeah.
but he's also, really protective and whatnot.
I want to see him in more stuff for sure. Besides this and Funny People, and then like obviously the voiceover stuff in Ice Age, the only thing I've seen him in where he's the lead is Welcome to Mooseport. That's
the
old
last-
as shit.
And that ruined him. That was the last. I think that's Gene Hackman's last movie too, unfortunately. Yeah, but he needs to be. I'm trying to think. Oh, you should watch Mason. You would at least like this. He was in an HBO series in 2016 called Vinyl. Ray Romano is, and he plays like a main character, but it's about like the 70s rock industry in New York, and he plays like a really big cokehead in it.
Really?
But you would like, because it has a lot of real bands in it, Mason, and it's a lot of rock and roll.
It's
But
on HBO?
There's
Oh,
only
yeah,
one
it's right
season.
here.
They canceled it after one season.
Damn it, did they really?
It was super good. I watched every episode. I loved it.
Oh, he's in that show that's on like that Epics crap that nobody has that looked really good, but I don't have that, so I'll never see it. I can't remember what it's called.
I have Epics. I have all the movie channels.
Oh, you
so,
do have
yeah.
that?
But you should watch Vinyl, Mason. It's just
Oh,
you
I
have
will.
HBO. It's
Yeah.
only one season.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I need something new now that Westworld's over.
There's so many HBO shows you could watch.
No, I know.
Well, you're watching Barry, right?
Yeah, I am watching Barry.
And
But those are nice because they're only
Another
half an hour
one
episodes.
you should watch is what's it called? Pete Holmes.
Sneaky Pete?
Crashing.
Crashing.
No, not Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
That's on Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
Crashing is funny. It's
Crashing?
about stand-up comedy.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
love
watch
it.
that. Yeah, if it's about stand up, I'll like it.
It's one that's a lot like The Big Sick, where it's a true story about comedians getting started. It's about PMs
There's so
or
many
whatever.
cameos of famous comedians in it.
Yeah.
It's great. I can't wait for season 3.
I haven't watched season 2.
Oh, really?
I wasn't even aware there was one. I mean, I know you told me, but I have to watch it, yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Well, another thing I liked about this movie is it didn't follow to a T. I mean, eventually it did, but it didn't follow to a T the formula of like, you know, relationship, breakup, get back together.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you didn't
that's
see it
'cause-
coming. I actually thought at the end that they weren't going to get together. And I liked that.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought that's just how it was going to
Well,
be.
even the breakup at the start, you really don't see it coming, you know?
No.
When it's like, because of that big fight that they have or whatever, you kind of just like...
thought it
you
was a big fight.
You want him to kind of, or you're kind of, I was kind of just like screaming at him, like, what are you doing, you know?
Yeah.
Your family sucks.
Right. This chick is pretty cool, man.
cool as hell.
Kind of blowing it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But again, you know, you think, but that's like, you know, obviously he feels so strongly about his family that he does, like, he can't give them up or whatever. And it feels like at that point it is over or whatever, because you don't, because the only reason they really do get back together is he finds out that she's sick or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he starts hanging around. Yeah, but like you said, with that part in the hospital when she's telling him like to leave and whatnot, you don't think that they're
No.
gonna get together.
I was like, damn, they just went that route.
I know.
It's like, oh, that's rough.
I know, it's
Yeah,
pretty
because
cool,
he like
but
poured his heart out to her and was all
Yeah.
like, hey, you know, he showed her all
It
the
made
badges.
sense, though, because he did all that while she was unconscious. She hadn't.
Yeah,
the
she had
last
no
thing
idea.
she remembers of
Yeah.
him is they getting in a fight.
And that's what's good about this rom-com is in most rom-coms, like the decisions are crazy. Like, you know, you don't believe like, oh, these people are so in love, but they don't get together or whatever in this. And like everything's like, but in this one, you definitely could see it from her perspective. Like you
Yeah.
weren't surprised that she didn't like him because he was pretty shitty and with like him not telling her anything and not telling her. I don't know why he just didn't say that my
Yeah.
family is extremely racist.
Yeah,
I know.
they try to set me up constantly with arranged marriages, but I say no.
But again, I think it was that thing where like he knew it was never going to work out with him. Because remember during that fight, she's like, "Is there any reality you see us in?" And he says, "No."
Yes, he says no. Yeah, point blank.
Yeah, it's brutal. I really like the scene back before that where she like wakes him up during the night and she has to go take a shit.
Yeah.
That was so
The
funny.
first time I saw it, I thought that scene was like, oh, she's like sick or something. She's
Yeah.
gonna go.
I was like, oh, is this where she gets sick?
yeah. I'm like, oh, this is where they start knowing. But like, no, she just has to take a shit. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
She's like, I
'cause
just gotta
she's like,
take
I
a
gotta go to the diner.
huge dookie.
Tiny apartment. I'm gonna stink it up.
And I love that he sleeps on an air mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the first time they come in, he's like, "My roommate's gonna try to talk to you. Just walk by. Don't make eye contact."
That roommate's so funny. And then when like they go past him, he's like pissed, like he didn't get the chance to
and
talk.
then, yeah, and then he was like, "Good for him." Yeah, good for him.
And then he just like still stays on him, and he just see him like he starts to get mad,
Yeah.
and he throws the remote. Yeah.
Well, because he doesn't have anyone.
Yeah. Well, that guy's a loser. I mean,
Poor guy. He's just trying. He's trying to make
I
it.
like how they go off to New York and leave him behind. Too.
Yeah, they
Like,
left
there's
him.
just no room, you know.
yeah. I love when the guy comes up to him about like the Montreal thing. Yeah, you guys made it. And he's like, "Whoa, what about Sea Dog?" He's like, "Who's Sea?"
Who's Sea Dog? Just straight faced.
And he just looks at him and just walks away. Yeah, it's so funny.
He's like, "Yeah, keep working on that."
His stand-up, remember when he's like, they're like workshopping, he's like, how about this, a dog in an airport, he's a sniffer dog, but he gets a boner. He's like, well, what does that mean? Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
they're like, that's the worst, like that's not a good joke.
Yeah, where's that gonna go?
Yeah, he's like it's good, whatever, guys.
That's called a idea.
I know.
You
How
think
these
it's
guys
good
get
at
so
the
much
time.
they get so much stage time.
5 minutes? Yeah, what?
And even Kumail, because remember at the part where he's like pretending.
He's a headliner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he goes in and he immediately gets stage time. I want to go to that.
Yeah, and he asked for 10 minutes. He's like, 5 only.
Yeah, the cokehead guy is so funny.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that dude in it.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
he's
but
recreationally doing coke in there. Yeah, I know that guy's in a ton of stuff. He's in the original Jumanji.
Jumanji, yeah. David Allen Greer, yeah.
Oh yeah. Any other scenes you guys liked or enjoyed?
I like the relationship with the mom and the dad a lot. I know we kind of touched up on that a little bit, but there were some very, very deep scenes between them. And, you know, Ray's character obviously cheated on his wife one time, but you could tell that she still loved him.
Yeah.
And then it kind of made sense why she was kind of being such a dick to Kumail, you know?
Yeah, their relationship kind of like stands for like the relationship that like Kumail and she was having. Because like, remember she was telling how she's from North Carolina and he was like this big New Yorker who didn't even know how to change a tire. And how his family all hated him and everything. And her dad broke all the dishes that they had or whatever because she didn't like him. But their relationship kind of like stands for like what Kumail's and everything. Right. Yeah, and I do. Holly Hunter, we didn't talk about her very much. We only talked, but she's really good in this
fucking great in this. Yeah.
She's a super like strong-headed woman. That part where she freaks out at the frat guy.
Yeah. She got into it. That guy was being a dick, though. You want to talk about a bad heckler?
Oh, yeah.
That guy was just a douche.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy was a dick. But I swear there's a guy in every fucking audience like that. A guy who just thinks he's hilarious.
It's funny, because me and him go to Helium about once a month.
We've
never had a heckler there.
We also only go see, like, big name people.
Yeah. Right, and we did talk about that, too.
Like, local people, then they probably...
Helium's a bigger club, too. If you went to, like, Harvey's, like, on Tuesday or something.
On a weekday. Yeah. You know some assholes in the club.
If there's, like, a headliner, there's usually rarely... You gotta have some
Who wants to compete? Yeah, who wants to compete against a headliner who's been doing this for 10 plus years?
Yeah. When you do that, you pay money to see that person, so you're not going to be...
Exactly. It's on an open mic where you can just wander in or whatever.
Walk
so if you're going to
in,
heckler a big
drinks.
name, you're just going to get kicked out and waste all your money.
Which people still do that, which is...
Yeah.
You're
After
an idiot,
some liquid courage.
Yeah.
It's always...
That's what it's called.
It's always a drunk guy. Yeah, no. I'd love to heckle someone.
Successfully.
Yeah, if you could successfully heckle someone, it's a risk.
It's almost
as ballsy as just getting up there and doing
it yourself. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Was there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I like the scene where he has Ray come and stay the night at his house.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah, again we keep talking about Ray, but I don't know. I just want to hang out with him after this. But yeah, the scene where he's like I like the scene where he's like trying to get them to do something where he wants to go see the stand up and whatever. He's like, man, I've been stand up forever. It's been like since 1980 or something. And he's like, Kumail's just trying to get away from him. But yeah.
Yeah, he invites him to the thing. He's like, well, you're headlining. You can get us tickets, right? He's like, oh, yeah.
When they're like arguing, like, should we go? We should go. And then he just like pipes up. He's like, oh, it's sold out. It's sold out. Yeah.
It's like, hold on.
He's like, I should have told you earlier, but it's sold out. Yeah. Ray Romano should have won an Oscar for this.
Should have.
He's so goddamn good in it. But when did this movie come out? 2017. Yeah.
Last year.
So this didn't spark his career, Ray Romano's career, like you think it would. He didn't come out with anything else.
Well, he is coming out with The Irishman.
I know.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That part will be,
though. It's probably just a game.
I don't imagine it being very big.
No.
It is hard to see Ray Romano and not think of him as Ray Romano.
Ray Romano, yeah.
Because of, I don't know, did you guys ever watch it? Everyone Loves Raymond?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
My mom loved that show. And I like that show, too. It's a great show. But
it's funny.
It's hard for him to play not anyone but him.
Well, this is basically him.
Yeah,
Just do more shit like that, man. There's tons of movies like this come out all the time.
What I did not understand the ending... Well, not that I didn't understand it, but was that supposed to be a stand-up comedy routine at the end when he's talking about his home life and stuff like that and going through the maps or was that supposed to be more like educational? Because it never
the one-man show.
Yeah,
that's just a one-man show.
Yeah, that's how one-man shows are.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't stand-up. It was just a show.
Have you ever seen a one-man show before?
No.
They're pretty weird.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is just one man, but there's some really, really good ones. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know if he really had a one man show in real life. I've never heard of it or not, but I like the part.
I just thought that was an interesting choice.
Yeah. I kind of liked it, but I like to start when he's talking about Pakistan too. He's like, Pakistan's pretty much like everything else. We had Knight Rider, just the second episode. Just one episode of Knight Rider.
We got the third one 5 years later.
Yeah. Should we rate it?
Yeah, let's
Are
rate
you
it.
guys ready? Is there any trivia on this?
It was bought by Amazon by $12 million. The budget was $5 million. It made 42.8.
It was one of the most 42.8 million.
Damn, that's a good turnaround.
It came out on like a limited release too. I'm pretty sure. That's crazy.
We already talked about it was based on their actual relationship in real life. It was the opening night film at the 2017 Seattle International Film Festival.
I think it was the biggest film at the time to ever be bought at Sunset too. For like 12 million, people loved it. Should we rate it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, who's up first?
I can go first, I guess. I really enjoyed this movie, and I always wanted to see it because Apatow's name was attached to it, but then I knew it was like a rom-com with some super serious, she gets sick and possibly dies. I didn't know that she survived. And I didn't know that it was about their true story until after I watched it, but
That's her in real life.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So I kind of avoided it because I don't like rom-coms, but then I just finally was like, I'm just going to pick it because it's been on Amazon Prime basically since it came out. And I'm really glad I did because it was really, really good and really funny. That the main guy, I want to see him in more shit now because he killed it.
Oh man, you got to see him on Portlandia. He comes in, he cameos in Portlandia all the time. He's hilarious.
I really, really like this style of comedy. Like, this is probably my favorite style of comedy.
Yeah. It's just more realistic, I think. It's just a real take on people's life, and I think that's the funniest part.
So I'll give it a 92%.
That's a good review.
Wow.
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 Again. Damn it. I got to come up with a new word.
Right.
Insane.
Insane.
In the brain?
Oh, no.
In the membrane.
I got to do a different one now. I didn't know what this movie was about or anything. I actually had no idea it was a rom-com. Didn't know it was a true story either. Given all that, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought the cast was great. The acting was absolutely fantastic. The writing was really well done. The story was good too. As I mentioned earlier, this didn't take the standard formula of a rom-com. You actually felt the tension, the unease of the possibility of these two actually not ending up together in the end for all the different reasons and variables, such as, Kumail's family. I really did enjoy this all around. I'll give it the same score as you, Mike.
Oh.
92%.
Well, I'm up. Yeah, like pretty much it's hard to talk about because it is a rom-com and you can't really say, oh, this scene really blew me out of the water. But this movie, every scene to me is good. It's quirky, it's funny. It's not like most rom-coms where they try to over dramatize where like everyone gets cancer in rom-coms. That's and then that's more in dramas or dramedies, I guess. But it's but in this one, the what happens to her doesn't feel tacked on or whatever. It's a big part of the story and everything. And like you said, if you didn't know it was a true story or whatever, at some point in this movie, you do think that she's gonna die at the part where like they don't know where the
infection's going to her kidneys,
and how the mom wants to move her and everything, and how
Not
risky
a good idea.
that is and everything. Yeah, so you really don't know what's gonna happen. But then it's always, even though that's some heavy things, it's always funny because of how awkward kind of all the characters are or whatever. the tagline is "It's an awkward true story," but everyone in this movie is awkward because that's how people are in real life.
Yeah.
Especially when you're meeting someone's like parents for the first time or something.
So
especially,
awkward.
Especially when it's under this kind of circumstance where like you're meeting them only because their kid's in a coma or whatever. So it is super fucking awkward.
Yeah.
But like I love this movie. I'll give it a 94.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it.
You're the highest.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
What did it get on Rotten Tomatoes?
I already. It's a 98. Yeah.
That's a solid
Yeah.
score.
Oh yeah.
What does it have on IMDb? 7.6? Well, people suck on IMDb.
That's.
Yeah,
I swear
it's
that's
always
It's always a
yeah,
7.6.
it's always low. Yeah. I
It's
don't think it
always a
gets much
7.
higher.
I know. I don't think so either.
Alrighty. Well, I think that'll do it. You guys can find us on YouTube. Type in HYSI, hashtag followed by any episode you're looking for. We are on Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Michael's on Twitter, WhatTheFalk63. Cash is on Twitter, that's just Cash. We have an Instagram page, Have You Seen It? Just type in Have You Seen It? We'll pop up there. Also, you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Google Play. And if you're on iTunes, if you have Apple Podcasts, rate and review us on iTunes. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys. We are getting new reviews now since we've been mentioning it. We got one, so it's good. Another one. So
Well, it's up 100%.
another one. Yeah. Yeah. So until next time.
Adios.